Hello everyone, this is Janali Patel and today we'll be talking about the facial nerve. Now let's start with the topic. So facial nerve is the seventh cranial nerve. It is a mixed nerve and it originates from the pons. Now facial nerve supplies all the muscles of facial expressions except the levator palpebrae superioris. The facial nerve has a complex anatomy and it is one of the longest cranial nerve extending from the brainstem to the terminal branches which are located on the face. Now next we'll be seeing the types of nerve fibers the facial nerve carries. So those are motor fibers, sensory fibers and parasympathetic fibers. The motor fibers supply to the muscles of facial expressions and the sensory fibers supply to the anterior part of the tongue and the tissues that are adjacent to the tongue. Now, parasympathetic fibers carry impulses from the ganglia governing the lacrimal and certain salivatory glands. Now let's have a look at the four different nuclei of the facial nerve. So the first one is motor nuclei or brachiomotor nucleus. Second is superior salivatory or parasympathetic nucleus. Third is lacrimatory nucleus, which is also parasympathetic. The fourth one is nucleus of tractus solitarius, which is gustatory. Now next we'll be looking at the course of the facial nerve. The course of the facial nerve is very complex. The facial nerve has branches which transmit a combination of sensory, motor and parasympathetic fibers. Anatomically, the course of the facial nerve can be divided into two parts, intracranial and extracranial. The intracranial part is the course of the nerve through the cranium itself, and the extracranial part is the course of the nerve which is outside the cranium. Now let's begin with the intracranial root first. We all know that the nerve arises from the pons, but it begins as two roots which are sensory and motor. The sensory root is also termed as the nerve intermedius and it is a smaller root compared to the motor root. Now the two roots travel through the internal acoustic meatus or internal auditory meatus, which is a 1 cm long opening in the temporal bone. Now at this point, the nerve is at a very close proximity to the inner ear. Now next, the two nerve roots enter the facial canal, which is a Z-shaped structure. In the facial canal, the two roots fuse to form the facial nerve. Next, it forms a geniculate ganglion. A geniculate ganglion or ganglion is a collection of nerve cell bodies. Now, after that, lastly the nerve gives rise to the parasympathetic fibers, which are greater petrosal nerve, nerve to stapedius and cauda tympani. Then after giving the branches off, the facial nerve exits the facial canal and the cranium via the stylomastoid foramen. The stylomastoid foramen is located just posterior to the styloid process of the temporal bone. Now after this, the extracranial course starts. So after exiting the skull, the facial nerve turns superior to run just anterior to the outer ear. The first extracranial branch to arise is the posterior auricular nerve. Now this nerve provides innervation to some of the muscles around the ear. Then some of the motor branches are sent to the posterior belly of the digastric muscle and the stylohyoid muscle, and the main trunk of the nerve is termed as the motor root, which continues anteriorly and inferiorly into the parotid gland. Now within the parotid gland, the nerve terminates by splitting into 5 branches, which are temporal branch, zygomatic branch, buccal branch, marginal mandibular branch and cervical branch. Now let's take an overview of the branches of facial nerve. So the branches within the facial canal are greater petrosal nerve, nerve to stapedius and cauda tympani. And as it exits from the stylomastoid foramen, it gives off posterior auricular nerve, digastric nerve and stylohyoid nerve. And the terminal branches within the parotid glands are temporal nerve, zygomatic nerve, buccal nerve, marginal mandibular nerve and cervical nerve. Now next we'll be seeing the muscles supplied by the nerve. So starting off with the first, muscles of eye. So the muscles of eye which are supplied are corrugator supercilii and orbicularis oculi. Next, the muscles of nasal opening. So the muscles supplied are procerus, compressor naris, dilator naris and depressor septi. The third, the muscles around the lips. So the muscles supplied are orbicularis oris, buccinator, zygomaticus major, levator labii superioris, levator anguli oris, zygomaticus minor, depressor anguli oris, depressor labii inferioris, mentalis and risorius. And the fourth, muscles of neck which are supplied are platysma. Moving forward, now I'll be seeing the common facial expressions and the muscles producing them. The first expression is smiling and laughing, and the muscle responsible for it is zygomaticus major. The second expression is sadness, and the muscle responsible for this is levator labii superioris and levator anguli oris. Now the third expression is grief, and the muscle responsible for it is depressor anguli oris. The fourth expression is anger, and the muscle responsible for it is dilator naris and depressor septi. The fifth expression is dislike, and the muscle responsible for it is corrugator supercilii and procerus. The sixth expression is horror, terror and fright, and the muscle responsible for it is platysma. The seventh expression is surprise, and the muscle responsible is frontalis. The eighth expression is doubt, and the muscle responsible is mentalis. The ninth expression is grinning, and the muscle responsible is risorius. The 10th expression is contempt, and the muscle responsible is zygomaticus minor. The 11th expression is closing the mouth, and the muscle responsible is orbicularis oris. The 12th expression is whistling or kissing, and the muscle responsible is buccinator and orbicularis oris. Now next we'll be looking at the clinical anatomy of the facial nerve. The first one is Bell's palsy, the second is crocodile tear syndrome, the third is lower motor neuron paralysis, the fourth is upper motor neuron paralysis, and fifth is Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. Now here we come to the end of the topic. Thank you for watching.